Well, the officer involved in the deadly shooting of an unarmed teenager out in Missouri has now been identified. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Keith Coons. Ferguson, Missouri police released the name of the officer involved in the deadly shooting of Michael Brown just a couple of hours ago. That very controversial shooting touched off several days and nights of violent clashes between police and members of that community. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has more on this latest development in the case.
Today, the revelation people here in Ferguson, Missouri have been demanding.
The officer that was involved in the shooting of Michael Brown was Darren Wilson.
The police chief releasing the officer's name after an overwhelming outcry from protesters.
No justice! No peace!
And encouragement from the governor.
Well, I think it's just one step in the process here, and it's an important step.
Police say Saturday, Officer Wilson, a 6-year veteran of the Ferguson police force, was on his way to a call of an aggressive armed robbery, shown here in these just-released surveillance images. The police report says both Michael Brown and his friend Dorian Johnson were identified as the suspects and were walking nearby when they were stopped by Officer Wilson. Investigators still trying to figure out what happened next, but the police chief says Wilson was hurt by one of the teens.
He was treated for injuries which occurred on Saturday.
Witnesses maintain there was no fight and that Brown, who was unarmed, had his hands up when he was shot and killed. The violence and tension sparked by his death finally calming last night. Hundreds of people taking to the streets, peacefully protesting.
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up! Don't shoot!
In solidarity.
Don't shoot!
And that coming after a change in police tactic. No more riot gear or armored trucks now that the State Highway Patrol has taken over security here. Protesters, of course, happy about that, but still demanding that investigators explain why an unarmed teenager was killed. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Ferguson, Missouri.